Namaste Jv'n. Jv'n Shobha, Assistant Professor in Jyoti Vidyapeeth Women's University, Jaipur. Today I deliver lecture on this topic, package of practices of millet crop. Package of practices. Preparation of land. Millet can be grown in a different soil. It does not grow well in soil prone to waterlogged condition. The field should be plowed once or twice, followed by the harrower to create fine tilth. How to selection of yielding variety for permanent crop? Most of the permanent areas in grow with the hybrid, while the varieties are preferred in drought-prone ecology. The latest list of hybrid and varieties of permanent is given below. In Rajasthan Kharif season, recommended hybrid variety KBH 108, GHB 905, Kaveri Super Bose Bio 448, MP 7872, MP 7792, a recommended variety MBC 2, PC 443, JBV 3, PC 383, ICMV 221, Raj 171. These are the variety for the suitable in the Rajasthan state for some summer season. Nandi 70, Nandi 72, Kharif parts HHB 234, Bio 70, HHB 226, RHB 177. Method of sowing. Three systems of permanent sowings are followed. On a flat surface, second one using ridge and furrow system, the third one on a broad bed and furrow system. Thus, the seed should be sown at 2.5 centimeter to 3 centimeter depth. Time of sowing. Sowing of kharif millet should be done with the onset of monsoon, that is first fortnight of July in north and central part of the country. First fortnight October is the appropriate time for Rabi season in Tamil Nadu. Gap filling should be done by the transplanting seedling after 2-3 weeks of sowing. It is scanty population exists in Marthavada area of Maharashtra. Dry sowing period to first monsoon excellence is recommended. Summer permanent should be sown from the 4th to 5th standard meteorological week, that is last week of January to first week of Feb, to obtain higher production of summer permanent in zone B. How to seed treatment of permanent crops? Seed treatment with the biopesticides, the trichoderma harazium at the rate 4 gram per kg seeds, thyram 75% dust at the rate 3 grams per seed. Seed will help against soil-borne disease. Seed treatment with the 300 ml sulfur powder at the rate 4 gram kg seeds control the smut disease. For removing ergots affect seeds, they are soaked in 10% solution. Seed treatment with the metal exile apron 35 SD at the rate 6 grams per kg seeds control the downy mildew. Seed are treated with the azospirillum 600 grams and phosphobacteria to enhance the availability of nitrogen and phosphorus. Seed rate, spacing, and plant population. Seed rate 3 kg per hectare seed is required for permanent cultivation. Spacing for arid western plains of Rajasthan, Haryana, and Kutch of Gujarat, where permanent should be planted in row 60 centimeter apart, maintaining low plant population 1 to 1.25 lakh per hectare. For the area receiving rainfall more than 450 rainfall, the crop should be seed controlled downy mildew. Seed are treated with the azospirillum phosphobacteria to enhance the availability of nitrogen and phosphorus. Planted at spacing 45 into 10 to 15, 45 into 15 centimeter, keeping plant population 1.75 to 2 lakhs per hectare. Seeded for the crop should be taken at the rate 3 to 4 kg per hectare for obtaining required plant stem. Plant population, the recommended plant stem for permanent under normal condition 1 lakh and 1 lakh 80,000 plant hectare and 72 plants acre, 72,000 plants per acre. Under irrigation, high levels of management on highly productive soil, population 2 lakh to 25,000 plants per hectare. is recommended. On the extremely sandy straw soil, population of the 90,000 plants per hectare is desirable. Nutrient management. Application of 40 kg nitrogen, 20 kg phosphorus per hectare for arid region and 60 kg nitrogen, 30 kg phosphorus per hectare for semi-arid region is recommended for the soil per millet as well as intercropping system. In the right soil, the applied nitrogen may be lost due to the leaching with the heavy rains. So only about half of the recommended nitrogen dose should be applied at seedbed preparation as a basal application, and the remaining half of the nitrogen dose is side dressed when the crop is 25 days old. On soil which do not leach easily, likely black soil, all of the nitrogen may be applied during seedbed. Applied during seedbed. Seed do not apply fertilizer in a furrow with the seed or very near the seed in the row after sowing. It should be applied as a side dressing. Use biofertilizer can economize the nitrogen and phosphorus fertilizer application in zinc deficient soil of the permanent growing area of the country. Application 10 kg zinc sulfate per hectare is recommended. To correct the zinc deficiency in a standing crop, spray 0.2% zinc sulfate at the till ring to pre-flowering stage is recommended. Under prolonged dry spell, skip the crops to dressing of nitrogen, spray 2% urea. Under excessive rain situation during vegetative phase, an additional dose of the nitrogen, added to 20 kg per hectare should be given. Intercultivation and weed control. Two hoeing and weeding at 15 to 30 days after sowing are sufficient for the controlling weed effectively, which is comparable with the herbicidal weed control through the pre-emergent application of atrazine at the rate 0.5 kg per hectare. Superimposed with the one-hand weeding, second weeding helps to conserve soil moisture. For permanent-based cropping system in a kharif rotation of cultivation also should be adopted to avoid the downy mildew disease problem. Permanent hybrid and open pollinated variety should be used alternate years per season. It advised not to grow the same hybrid's open pollinated variety continuously on the same piece of land. Cropping system is adopted in Rajasthan. Millet plus cluster bean and cowpea, green gram, mung bean system. In Haryana, millet plus green gram system, cluster bean, cowpea. In Gujarat, millet plus intercrop with the green gram system, cowpea. In UP, millet intercrop with the green gram system and cowpea. These are the cropping system is adopted in different regions. Irrigation. Under prolonged dry spell, irrigation should be applied at a critical stage of the crop growth, tillering, flowering, and a current development stage. These are the stage of the critical. If water is available in summer, palm should be irrigated at regular interval as per need of the crop. Harvesting. The best stage of the harvest per millet is when the plant reach physiological maturity, determine the black spot at the bottom of the grains in the higher region. In the healer region, when the crop mature, the leaves turn yellowish and pungent and nearly dried up appearance. The grain are hard and firm. The usual practice of harvesting per millet is cutting earhead first and the stalk later. The stalk are cut after a week, allowed to dry and then stacked. Grain at or the below 14% moisture is considered dry. For long-term storage, more than 6 months, grain moisture content should be less than 12%. Contingency planning to conserve in situ rainwater, deep drying the field during the summer on heavy soils of Maharashtra, Tamil Nadu, Andhra, Karnataka, Eastern Rajasthan. A wider row spacing, such 60 centimeters advocated where the rainfall is less than 400 mm annual rainfall. Adopt a suitable intercropping system. Select early maturity hybrids composite of permanent under late onset of monsoon. Keep the crop weed free by the timely weeding. If dry spell occurs immediately after sowing, Replant the permanent in between the existing row or relay cropping may be practiced, including the short duration oilseed burst crops. Under normal onset of monsoon and occurrence of the prolonged dry spell during grand growth period of the crop, reduce the plant population to exceed 25 to 40%. Skip top dressing of nitrogen, 2% urea. Skip top dressing of nitrogen and spray 2% urea. If drought prevails 2-3 weeks during the pre-flowering and to grain setting stage, one live swaying irrigation may be given if water is available. Under excessive rain during vegetative phase, additional dose of 20 kg nitrogen should be applied. Thank you guys. If you have any query, any doubt regarding this session, please type in comment.